So, you've been dreaming of it, haven't you? That cozy little apartment in Provence, a sunny villa on the Spanish coast, or a whitewashed home overlooking the Aegean Sea? You can practically taste the fresh croissants, hear the cheerful chatter in a local tapas bar, or feel the warm sun on your face during a long, lazy afternoon. This isn't just a daydream. Many fellow Americans are making it a reality. In fact, hundreds of thousands US citizens have already packed their bags and now call Europe home. It's a wonderful, achievable goal that promises a rich and rewarding chapter of life. But before you start arguing over which Van Gogh print to hang in your French living room, there's a little hurdle to clear. If you plan to stay for more than the standard 90-day tourist visit, you'll need something called a long-stay visa. Think of it as your golden ticket to an extended European adventure. Unfortunately, navigating the application process can sometimes feel like trying to assemble IKEA furniture without the instructions. It's a common source of stress, and yes, sometimes applications do get denied. This can feel like a major setback, a real heartbreaker that puts your plans on hold. The good news is that most rejections are not final verdicts on your dream. Our first story features a 72-year-old retiree from Los Angeles, a gentleman dreaming of lavender fields in Provence. He had everything in order, or so he thought. His pension was solid. His savings account was healthy. He had already picked out a charming village to call home. He gathered his documents. He applied for France's long-stay visitor visa. He waited patiently, picturing himself browsing local markets, practicing his French. Weeks turned into months. Then the dreaded letter arrived. Refused. The reason was surprisingly small but critical. The consulate noted he did not explicitly state he would not seek employment in France. Even though he was a retiree with a pension, that missing sentence raised a red flag. French visitor visas require proof you can support yourself with passive income, pensions, investments, savings, and no entry into the local workforce. The consulate followed rules to the letter and feared undeclared work, so they said none. Visa officials must tick every box. They can't read minds. They judge only what's written on the papers. This isn't about his finances. It's about absolute clarity in communication. Lesson: always include a formal cover letter. In it, explicitly declare you are retiring to France and state you will not engage in any professional activity. Provide proof of passive income. Pension letters, bank statements, official pension award letters often need an apostille, and international certification. That step can be the difference between refusal and a joyful oui. Next, let's journey to Spain, where a retired couple from Florida, hearts set on the sunny Costa del Sol. They were excited to trade humidity for paella and siestas. They did their homework, met the financial income requirement, and carefully gathered what they believed was a complete dossier of documents. They submitted their application and paid all the fees, even getting some of their key papers translated into Spanish. Then, they waited. And waited. The initial processing window came and went, and their application seemed to have fallen into a bureaucratic black hole. Months stretched into a full year, with no clear yes or no. The problem was a series of small, nagging inconsistencies. For one, while they had translated some documents, their bank statements remained in English, making it difficult for the Spanish consulate to verify their financial stability at a glance. Furthermore, their proof of accommodation, a crucial requirement, changed midway through the process when their initial rental agreement fell through. This created confusion and required them to submit new paperwork, effectively resetting the clock on their application. The consulate, overwhelmed with applications, simply kept pushing their file to the bottom of the pile, requesting clarification after clarification. Frustrated and tired of living in limbo, the couple eventually gave up on the long-stay visa. Their dream didn't completely die, but it was significantly altered. They decided to make the most of the 90-day tourist allowance, hopping in and out of the Schengen area every 3 months. While they still got to enjoy Spain, they missed out on the stability and peace of mind that comes with being a legal resident. The lesson from their endless wait is to prioritize precision and consistency above all else. When a consulate asks for certified translations, they mean for all relevant documents, especially financial ones. Keep your proof of housing stable. For a complex application like Spain's, consider hiring an experienced immigration lawyer to guide the maze and keep things moving. Our final story takes us to the beautiful islands of Greece. A retiree from Chicago fell in love with a small village and made the bold move of purchasing a house there. She thought that owning property outright would be her golden ticket to Greek residency. With her deed in hand, she confidently applied for a long-stay visa, imagining a life filled with fresh feta, ancient history, and friendly neighbors. Her heart sank when, after a long wait, her application was declined. The reason was a double whammy that she never saw coming, centered entirely on her finances. First, the consulate explained that owning a house, while wonderful, does not count as proof of steady income. They needed to see reliable, passive money coming in each month. Her monthly pension, unfortunately, was just a few €100 shy of Greece's minimum income threshold for that particular visa, which often hovers around $2,000 per month. Even though she had no mortgage and low expenses, the rule was the rule. The small gap was enough for an automatic denial. The second issue was her lack of adequate health insurance. She had assumed Medicare might offer some coverage. However, European countries require proof of comprehensive private health insurance valid for the entire visa duration. This is non-negotiable. Without it, the consulate feared she could become a burden on the healthcare system. These two financial missteps sealed her fate. The lesson: property ownership and income are two separate things. You must demonstrate steady monthly income meeting your country's threshold. Check the official consulate site first and secure qualifying private health insurance early. Don't rely on your home plan. A robust policy that covers hospitalization, repatriation is a must-have, and showing proof of it is just as important as showing your bank statements. Feeling a little nervous after reading those stories? Don't be. Think of them as your secret weapon. Now that you know the common traps, you can sidestep them. Getting a visa is not about luck. It's about preparation. Here's a simple step-by-step checklist. Start early and be patient. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Visa processing can take weeks or months. Begin gathering documents at least 6 months out. Allow time for delays, like waiting for an apostille or getting a document reissued. Don't rush. That causes mistakes. Create a folder, make a checklist, tackle one item at a time. Slow and steady wins. Show them the money, clearly and correctly. Provide 12 months of consecutive bank statements. Get official pension or social security letters, apostille if required. Write a one-page cover letter stating you are retired and will live on passive income. A small, overlooked detail on a form can feel like it has the power to derail a very big dream. A forgotten sentence, an untranslated statement, a minor income gap can lead to that dreaded rejection letter. But the most important takeaway is that nearly all of these problems are preventable and fixable. Approach the visa like a straightforward project. Diligence, organization, a healthy dose of good humor. Should you receive a denial, remember, most European countries have an appeals process. In France, you typically have 2 months to file an appeal. Use that time to provide what was missing. A polite, well-written letter and clear new evidence can work wonders. Many initial rejections are overturned on appeal. So, as you embark on this journey, keep these simple steps in mind. Start early. Show your financial stability with clear documents, apostille documents, translated documents. Declare that you won't work. Get robust health insurance. If you feel overwhelmed, don't hesitate to get help. Trusted immigration lawyer, visa service. The peace of mind is often worth every penny. Treat the application not as a barrier, but as the very first step of your incredible adventure. It's the homework you do before the real fun begins. One day soon, all this paperwork will be a distant, funny memory. Sitting at that cafe, sipping that coffee, laughing about the time you were worried about getting an apostille. That sunny European street is waiting for you, and it is absolutely still possible to get there. Just plan with care, prepare with diligence, and hold on to that wonderful dream. Your new life in Europe is not just a possibility. It's a plan in motion. Happy travels, and I'll see you in Europe.